Good morning, everybody. I had to come on and save this dream like really quick before I forget any details. Um, really, as usual, all my dreams are kind of strange to me, but there may be something to it. So, very quickly, I dreamt that I was with my daughter, who is always with me in my waking life, pretty much. Um, and she is currently 9 years old. And we were in a car that my husband used to have back in 2004, 2005. It was a Lincoln LS. That stood out to me for some reason. So we were driving along down a pretty busy street. It was kind of like, I don't know if it was it was definitely like a vacation. I felt like we were maybe vacationing. The street that we were driving down was like a coastal street, like where you see a bunch of shops, and we were near a beach. We were near a large body of water for sure. So that's why I felt like it was maybe a vacation, because we live in Texas, so in North Texas, so there's no beaches or oceans that close to me. So anyway, we were driving in this car, and for some reason we stopped, left it parked somewhere, and we were now on foot. And we were walking down this street, and for some reason I had a suitcase. Not sure if that means anything, but I had a suitcase that I was carrying with one hand and holding her hand with the other. And we came across this building. It was like a little condominium type of apartment, residential building. And it was kind of decorated, real modern Art Deco-ish colors, whatever that means. And we were walking through this apartment, like the front of it. Instead of just going all the way around it, we decided to to walk up some stairs and cross this little bridge, and then down the other side were some more stairs to get you to the other side. But as we were walking up these stairs, came across this little short bridge, and then the stairs separated and then came back together at the end when you were reaching the final the final row of stairs to go down to the other side. Don't know why any of that matters, but my daughter decided to go down one set of stairs as I was walking on the other set, still with this one suitcase. And then all of a sudden, and I remember before everything went dark, I remember seeing like this coastline, like this beach in front of me. Then all of a sudden, it went completely dark, and it was as if you could hear the sound of a generator winding down, and to where it's just really eerily silent. But it was so dark, it was like pitch black. For a couple of seconds, I couldn't even see my hand in front of me. And so I called out to my daughter, and I just tell her, we're almost to the bottom of the steps, just be careful. And we walked the final steps. I met her at the bottom, and I grabbed her hand, and we started running. I knew in that instant that it must have been an EMP attack. And as we're running now along the beach line, the shoreline, all of a sudden, I think to myself, even in the dream, because we're running back towards the car, and I think to myself, wait, what's the point of running to the car if this is an EMP, the car isn't going to work. So then I immediately woke up. But my final thought before I woke up was we should just run back to Daddy, my husband. Um, he was back at whatever hotel we were at. And so then I woke up. But that was pretty much it. So the things that stand out to me are the fact that I was driving a Lincoln at one point. Oh, one really, I think, important factor is that that apartment complex, this is the reason why I even went through the trouble of talking about why we were walking through um, that apartment complex, was because I saw a woman standing at her door as if she was going into her apartment. And when I looked at her, the name Flo Anthony was kind of like above her head. Now, the reason why I think that might be important is because, back in the day, I used to listen to the radio like a lot, like secular radio. And sometimes I would listen to radio talk shows from other cities. One of my favorite stations in New York is KRNB. I think it's 105.7. But anyway, I hadn't heard the name Flo Anthony in years because I don't really listen to the radio anymore at all. I listen to Pandora, Spotify, or whatever. But I looked up Flo Anthony's name just a few minutes ago. I Googled it, and she currently lives in New York. She's a radio celebrity type person in New York. So I don't know if that came to me in the dream because the Spirit of the Lord is trying to help me lock down a location. Not even saying that this is going to happen. I'm just telling you what my dream was. So anyway, I just pray for our nation. I pray for you guys that are listening. I pray you have a blessed day. And it is like 6 in the morning, so I'm going to go back to sleep. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.